Hi, so today's Monday, February 18th. I'm 4 years and 1 month on testosterone, as it seems, and that's exciting and all. So basically, I just wanted to make a general life update, like I usually do. So I got, I guess, 3 topics to talk about, and that's just general life, which is kind of an overarching topic, my music, and my trans photography project. All very interesting things. So first, I'll talk about music. So I had a great conversation with a guy who records in Boston, and he has like sort of program to work with rising artists to help basically fund a project that I could professionally record some songs. It would start with basically I would record, well, if I was qualified for it, I would be able to record one song professionally, get a promotional video. I'm not sure if that's a music video or just a video. That's done like professionally, so not with this terrible beeping noise and YouTube quality. And then they would help me start a campaign, like a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo, where I would be able to raise money for a full-length project, like an EP or a full CD. And right now, I'm asking for your help because basically what he said, like his steps for me to do, was to get my Facebook presence up there. And my trans Facebook presence is pretty up there. You know, I'm trying to keep on top of that, and that is probably the place that I update most, so I'll put a link for that Facebook page below. But if you could go check out my Lentils and Dirt, aka my music page, on Facebook, and just give it a little like, that's all you gotta do. He said if I have, once I have 1,000 likes, and I started with 200 last Wednesday and got up to, I think I'm around 600 right now. If I could get 1,000, but even more would be good, likes, then he could definitely consider me for recording one of my songs professionally, which would be really cool, especially as I'm graduating college and really would like to have some nice recordings and see where that could take me. So for those of you who do like my music or just feel like being friendly, please go like it. I really appreciate that more than I can express. So yeah, I'm trying to do Facebook better, so that's fun. And I'm really excited about it. I haven't written any new songs lately, but I am working on some unfinished songs that I wrote last summer, or like a little bit of last year, that weren't part of my album for Anna. So I will start creating more. That's my plan. Then for photo, so I guess I'll do all the specific stuffs first. For photo, my project, which I'm calling Re-Humanizing the Trans Masculine Community, is going extraordinarily well. I had a great crit just on my first 3 prints, which were of my friend. I took 3 portraits of him in different places, and he wrote below it these really nice things. A lot of them, actually all of them, really referenced his transition from female to male, and it was extremely powerful. I got feedback on it like 2 weeks ago. My whole class said it was already really extraordinary and strong, and I've had folks that are also senior art majors along with me say that they feel like my project is so cool and so meaningful that they're excited to see it in the senior show, and that it's one of those things that they feel is really going to make a big difference. And that's really heartwarming to me because I'm really taking a leap, trying to do something that I'm extremely passionate about. And I think that it's taken a turn towards being more of a diaristic, so like a diary. Like, I was using the word journalistic, but that sort of has negative connotations, especially in the photography world and the art world, I guess. But I meant journalistic not in the sense of like journalism and being a journalist or whatever, but thinking like your journal that you write in. So I found out a diaristic is actually a better word, although to me that sounds like a bad bowel movement or a disease of the bowels. So I'm gonna get comfortable with it. I'm just gonna use it all the time and let people know diaristic. Yeah, it's gonna make a diary. So basically, I think it's gonna consist of the portraits that I'm taking of the guys that I can get to. Most of them are guys that I know. My professor was a little timid about me just going to random people's houses. So right now I'm just contacting people I know in Boston, because I'll be there in March, as well as in Albany, New York. And so I'll have portraits, sort of intimate portraits, like, that either focus on certain parts of folks. I've got one of a guy playing piano. I was like really in the moment. It was very beautiful. So I'm really happy with the way that the portraits are going. And I'm going to have the text, instead of being on the same, like, you know, I've got a picture here and then kind of like a Polaroid. There's like about as much space below it on like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I'm going to instead have the writing be wherever. Like, people could write on other paper. People could write wherever they want and have sort of like, you know, portraits and then writings. Just kind of interdispersed. Think of it like this big 8 to 10, you can't see my arms, but like 8 to 10 foot installation space. And imagine this sort of like oval. That's what I'm thinking, right? Of just sort of, you know how people decorate their walls with like snapshots, writings, things from friends. Sort of that, a diary, a visual diary of the transmasculine experience and identity, the way this community interacts with other communities. So another part of that project is I'm also sending out disposable cameras, and I got student opportunity funds from my school, which I've never gotten before. I've never applied for them. And they loved my project idea. They gave me full funding for it, so the maximum, it like ranges from $100 to $500, and I got $500 for travel expenses as well as for mailing out and like return mail as well, and developing disposable cameras. These cameras are gonna hopefully have folks capture images of their communities where they live, especially guys that I can't reach, so folks in like New Mexico and Canada. I'm in New York, so far away sort of place, as well as some local guys, and I think that that's really going to add this great dimension and diversity to this. You know, I ask folks when I send the memo out if they can take self-portraits, take pictures of your loved ones, take pictures of whatever you do, you know, your shoes, if you really like your shoes, or you really like your guitar. Like, for me, like, I'm thinking, like, I would totally take pictures of this guy. This is Felix, and he's my giant pink fluffy octopus. Actually, he's not mine. I gave him to my girlfriend, but he's sleeping over in my bed right now, and I love him so much. So, like, you know, I mean, basically just taking pictures of whatever. Like, I would take pictures of Felix, and it would be like, I love Felix, this is my life. So, you know, I mean, except a little more serious than that. But I'm also participating in it. I'll be submitting day-to-day life photos and portraits of myself and writings, and I'm just so enthralled and excited with this idea. Right now, I posted it on my Facebook last night and ended up getting an email every minute since then. Pretty much, yeah, there was a little bit of a space between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. when folks were sleeping, I guess. And I've got way too many folks to get back to right now, so I apologize. I'm not going to be accepting any more emails for that. I've got a lot of folks, and we have to narrow it down. I think I can only afford about 15 cameras total, depending on where I'm mailing them, and I won't really know that till next week. So the other option is if people have disposable cameras, and the disposable camera aspect is pretty important to me. I've had folks offer to mail in pictures, like digital images they've taken, which I love and appreciate. That's awesome. But for me, I need a sort of consistency, some sort of guidelines, and I think the thing about disposable cameras is you only have those like 14 or 27 shots depending on the camera, and so, you know, you make them count, and as well as there's also that happenstance, or the happen chance, or whatever, of when you know, take a strange image, you don't know because it's undeveloped until I develop it, and I'm really excited about that aspect of it, because, you know, I've got a digital camera, don't get me wrong, digital cameras are great, but, you know, I take hundreds of photos so that I can find like a few good ones, and I think that the disposable aspect is just very genuine. It's you can't get rid of it, you know. I think that that's really cool. So I appreciate that folks have been willing to send me digital images, but unfortunately my project's going in a different direction, and if folks wanted to send me disposable cameras in like with their own money, and if I have enough funds to develop them, I would love to talk more about it, so I'll put my email down below if you're interested in that. But for folks who financially can't afford doing that, I apologize, because I think that I've already surpassed my quota of folks that I'll be able to help out with. I say folks way too much. In any case, regardless, I'm really excited about it, and I will be putting the images that I receive that are sent to me and the writings, scanning them in and putting them on a Flickr, as well as linking them to a Tumblr site that will have a bit of an abstract about my project. So once those start coming back to me, expect another video, and I'll give you the details on how to look at all that stuff. So, general life, things are great. I'm really happy. I'm feeling really good. I'm in the process of cutting my hair. I realize that like half my head's like in this. So my hair was getting long. If you check out Facebook, I just posted this really funny picture when I got the opportunity funds. It was like winging out. So for me, cutting, this part looks awful in the back. I kind of wanted a mullet, but I've got curly hair, and it just doesn't work. So anyway, cutting my hair for me is like a process, you know. I did it before I showered, and then I got out of the shower, and I was like, oh my god, there's this long one over here, and like, what? Just kind of chopping all over the place. So that's something I'm doing today. As well as I completed my mediation certificate. in a class this weekend. So I had a 30-hour training and had great positive and constructive feedback from my peers and from the trainer, who's an extraordinary guy, who told me that he thinks I'd be a really great person to work as a mediator for like at-risk youth, talking to their parents, or as a mentor for like LGBTQ youth. And I was just so heartwarmed at the thought of that, because while I am right now sort of just applying for jobs here and there, I think Anna and I have narrowed down that we might want to move to Northampton. So it's a familiar place for me, and I love Massachusetts, so it'd be cool for a little bit. But in general, I think it would be really nice to get in with an organization and be able to really work directly with youth, as well as working with conflict resolution. I seem to be pretty, I feel pretty confident with it now, with my skills. So I'm really excited about that. And overall, things are going really well. Anna and I are doing awesomely. We had a lovely Valentine's Day, and I hope that everyone out there also had a really good day, regardless if you were celebrating Valentine's Day or if it was just a happy Thursday, you know? And if not, I hope that your happy Monday was made happier. Oh, here's one thing. So, did I just say I hope that your happy Monday was made happier? By what? Not me, maybe my octopus. But anyway, also, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at videos. You can see my sideburns, look at that. They're real. I told you, I do have some real facial hair. And nope. Oh, I feel like such a baby again doing that. Look at my first videos where it's like, you can kind of see my chin hairs right here. But in any case, you can't really. They're kind of gross. But my sideburns, look at it. Check it out. Yeah, I think I probably need to shave them. They're getting a little fuzzy. Anyway, regardless, I hope everyone's doing well. Life over here is busy, but very exciting. And I feel right now so entwined and connected with the trans community, with everything that's going on. Original Plumbing raised all the money for their website, so that's a very exciting opportunity as well coming up, and it's going to be a great resource. So I'll keep you posted on that. And yeah, overall, I'm feeling good. In the heart of winter, but doing well. And I hope everyone else is too. Definitely, yeah, keep in touch and be positive if you can. And if you want to email me for any reason, feel free to do so. I am in school. I am really busy, but I do read through them and eventually get to them, and love having connections with people and making contact and new friends. So awesome. Definitely cool, groovy awesomeness. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. I'm feeling good, and I hope that you are too. So have a lovely Monday. Have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll definitely stay in touch as things start getting rolling on this awesome project. And please go like my Facebook page in case you forgot, because it was like 10-15 minutes ago that I said that. Please. I mean, it would just be cool to see if this opportunity could work out. That's really all I'm saying. Alright. Peace, folks. Hope you're doing well. Many hugs. All the love. Bye.